want to hear a story? I'll tell you one. Ready? It's story time with Angela Shelton. There was this one time that I made this movie and I drove around the country and I met all the Angela Sheltons who would talk to me. There's that, right? And I was on the road with that movie. And then I wrote a book about it, about how I saw and witnessed that 70% of the women I interviewed had been victims of violence. You're like, what the hell? But the movie has a very happy ending. The women started their own businesses, left their abusive husbands, started their own, went to school. One of them goes into rehab. It was amazing. I finished my movie. It has a very happy ending. It's great. And as I traveled with my own story after that, saying oh my God, that movie made me see that I was a total self-mutilator and self-hater and self-abuser. What? Yeah, I was like, well, that's the joke on you, ain't it? And I really could not just go around with my film and my book and be some hypocrite on stage. I know there's a lot of those, but I just can't live with myself. And so I was like, I had to go and do the healing work. And I have pants on, I think. But anyway, I did the healing work, y'all. I've been through the roller coaster. I'm still in it. I still try all kinds of things to level up body, mind, and spirit. I have a new book about that. There was a logo gifted to me. I Love Angela Shelton from Alexandra. And I can't say her last name. I'm going to butcher it, but she gifted it to me. She was really good friends with my old assistant at the time, Ophelia. Oh my God, it was just those were the days that we're partying, yeah. That was for you, Ophelia. Alexandra gifts me this logo, I Love Angela Shelton, which was so symbolic for all the Angela Sheltons because they were all resilient. It represented resiliency. And then as I started traveling with the movie, I saw just so many survivors have self-abuse, self-hatred, and self-mutilation. I mean, you're doing a number on yourself way worse than the perp did. And I understand that so well. And when she gifted this to me, I Love Angela Shelton, it became your love letter to me because not to be all sad sacky about it, but I feel that I died. I feel that just ripped me to shreds, that whole experience. So many things you don't know that I've had, oh Lord, I feel like I died and lost everything. Lost everything, whole new beginning, whole new, you died, you're seeing the ghost of me. You know what I'm saying? And that symbol, I Love Angela Shelton, is, some people who just come in blind to me are like, you're so full of yourself. You got a shirt that says I Love Angela Shelton on it. And that actually means you didn't off yourself and you stopped self-abuse, you stopped self-hatred. I'm not beating myself up like I used to do back in my modeling days. Oh my God, girl, I have some stories for you. But that symbol, I Love Angela Shelton, became a love letter, really. And it's a love letter from me to you. And that's why I still do this stuff. This is why I still do lives. This is why I still talk about trauma and recovery, because somebody didn't off themselves because of my film and my book. And it's not my. It is, I am a vehicle through which spirit comes. I'm aware. And you then turned around and saved my life. Then somebody, my friend Brenda, has a sticker on her car. I Love Angela Shelton. A young girl, 15 years old, sees that sticker and had heard about me, my movie book, our book, our work, all of our work, in a crisis center because she was going through her own hell. She waited by that car. It turns out my friend Brenda, and I don't have to know these people. It's like a connection. I just happen to know Brenda. She had a sticker on her car. Josiah waited to meet Brenda. Brenda and Josiah become friends because of a sticker. Brenda helps Josiah with all her maddeningly talk about trauma. There's a whole list. Helped her. Then I met them at the, oh my gosh, the Darkness to Light Gala way back in the day. I was awarded some big award. It was awesome. I'm the VIP, beautiful, amazing organization. And I'm the VIP. And y'all, let me tell you something about myself. I might be, yes, on the penthouse, and I am friends with the helicopter pilot. I'm friends with the guy who owns the building, but I'm also down in the basement on the wall. You know what I'm saying? And I was in the back with friends with everybody who's working the place. And big, huge event. It's $300 something a ticket. There's no way this young 15-year-old could have a ticket. So I lifted up the tent. I moved myself in over back with the admins, with all my friends that were butlers and stuff and whatever, the wait staff. I was like, yo, and I just lifted her up, and she got to come to the gala, and we danced all night. We became like besties. I love her so much. She ended up coming to my wedding. Then years later, she called me out on my shit. I was in a situation that was not ideal, and she literally came to me physically in person and was like, hi, you're Angela Shelton, and I love you. Cut to, I love you. What the? Here. I'm like, oh, I so needed to hear that. I so needed that kick in the pants. And I made a huge life change because of a sticker. And it's so beyond that sticker. It really is. It's about the connections, and I see you and you see me, and we're going through the same stuff. That's why I'm like, you know what? I ain't got no makeup on. I'm just Sharon. I'm not Sharon. I'm Angela Shelton. And I chose that name. I chose Angela Shelton when I was young. I mean, I wasn't even born Angela Shelton. I was born Angie Sturgis. That's why I love me some Harley Davidson so much. I chose Shelton as like a strong name, Angela Shelton. And then it becomes like, I love Angela Shelton, and it has like saved lives, and it's like, oh, that's amazing. But I'm telling you, it's done the same for me as it has for others, and I get all verklempt about it. Because of my dear loved ones that I've known so long, I'll continue to be funny and fearless, and I'm just real. I'm like, you're gonna get the quirky little self of me. Whether we go and we're doing the VIP on stage and we're winning awards, I got all that. We can clean up. We can clean up good. We can. Lord, I'll put pants on. But the truth is, like, we're survivors who've been through hell, right? And we are mirrors for each other to level up, to heal up, to go to the next level, and just keep climbing. And I love you. And I love Angela Shelton. And that's a little story of how that little sticker, that little symbol, and it's not about me. I'm along for this wild ride. I'm just happy I don't have pants on. What we have done for each other is be mirrors for each other. So I'm just a mirror of like, hey, if you needed to hear that today, I love you. I love you. I'm not going to put on the faces. I'm just one face, you know. You're going to get the same thing you're going to get on the penthouse as you are down in the basement by the wall waiting for the porta potty. I mean, who's in there now? Like, I love people, and I'm here to tell you, y'all, like, I know the people. I am of the people, for the people. I love me some people. And there are more of us than there are of them. And there is no them that's a color. That's even a facade baloney caca. But them, the ones that are actually controlling stuff, that are honestly the worst perps, like, just, they're awful. Honestly, it's just like, you're nasty. You're nasty. You think I'm nasty? Woo! You're nasty. But those are the actual perps, right? There's not the whole color war is all by design to keep us fighting against each other. I'm telling you, y'all, there are more of us than there are of them, even though you might be crazy as hell with no makeup on, no pants. But there are more of us with no makeup on and no pants than there are of them who are horrible, doing horrible things out there in the world. You think you're bad with what you're doing? Listen, I got stories. We're in it together. Mirrors for each other. I love you, and I appreciate you. And that's my little story of how a sticker can change everything. I don't have any at the moment. I got shirts. Listen, I'll make some more. What you want? I'm busy writing a book about men.